Observant, steady. Iran today is a nation under extreme economic sanctions, navigating domestic protests and engaging in direct conflict with the world's most advanced militaries. By conventional logic, a state under this much concentrated pressure should buckle. Yet, for over 4 decades, the Islamic Republic has held its grip on power. Many accounts of this survival focus on religious ideology, but religion is only part of a much larger engineering project. The Islamic Republic functions as a coup-proof fortress, built specifically to withstand the same tactics Western empires used on the country for 2 centuries. To understand why Iran is so aggressive today, we have to look at the specific history that shaped these defense mechanisms. Today, Iran's economy is isolated from the global market, with the state maintaining a rigid grip on its domestic industries. This economic stance began in the 1800s. The ruling Qajar dynasty sold monopolies for tobacco, banking, and infrastructure to the British and Russian empires in exchange for immediate cash. When oil was discovered in the early 1900s, Britain secured a total monopoly over the resource through the corporation that eventually became British Petroleum. For decades, the wealth from Iranian oil flowed outward, fueling the British Navy's global reach, while the Iranian state received only a small fraction of the profit. The modern regime's economic isolation is a reaction to this history, a deliberate wall designed to ensure foreign investment never compromises Iranian sovereignty again. The Iranian government is structured around a single figure at the top, the supreme leader. He oversees an elected president and parliament, but he also commands a second military, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC. This dual military structure is a response to 1953. That year, Iran's elected prime minister, Mohammad Mossadegh, moved to take back the country's oil from Britain. In response, the CIA and British intelligence orchestrated a covert operation, bribing politicians and flipping segments of the military to overthrow the prime minister. The West reinstalled the Shah, who spent the next 25 years ruling with a secret police force and deep Western support. When Ruhollah Khomeini led the 1979 revolution, he concluded that standard militaries and governments were too vulnerable to foreign infiltration. The IRGC was built as an engineered immunity response to 1953. Its purpose is to protect the leadership from internal coups and ensure the military can never be turned against the regime by outside powers. Beyond its borders, Iran maintains a network of proxy militias across the Middle East while continuing its pursuit of nuclear technology. This strategy is rooted in the trauma of the world wars. In both conflicts, Iran officially declared itself neutral, hoping to stay out of the global fighting. Global empires ignored that neutrality. The British and Soviets occupied Iran anyway, using the country as a supply corridor and an oil reserve for their own war efforts. Millions of Iranians died from disease and famine during these occupations. These events demonstrated that neutrality offered no protection against invasion. Iran's nuclear program and foreign militias are a strategic effort to build a buffer zone, ensuring future wars are fought outside their own borders. The regime is a multi-layered structure designed to absorb external pressure and targeted assassinations. If a top leader is killed, the system is built to instantly replace them and continue functioning without disruption. By spending 40 years building a state to keep foreign powers out, the leadership created a structure so rigid that it now functions as a new domestic oppressor. The state justifies its control as a defense against imperialism, even as the majority of the Iranian public continues to protest the government's restrictions. The Iranian people have spent 2 centuries fighting for a voice and true sovereignty. After all that struggle, they end up trapped inside a fortress built by their own leaders.